Hey, everybody. It's Luna, and this is Creepypasta Radio. I literally just woke up. I don't know what happened to me last night. But, I have a pasta for you. It's, super out of season. Expired and do not eat out of season. But that's never stopped me before. Hold on. Because, I'm really tired. Whew. I had some water. Gotta kickstart that metabolism. Hold on. So, how are you guys? Did you guys sleep well too? Because this particular cycle was amazing. I actually get tired at night now, which is surprising considering I don't like to sleep. Found it! So this pasta's called Santa's Sleigh. There once was a young boy called Thomas, who, like many children, was very much in love with the idea of Santa Claus and his magical band of reindeer pulling his sleigh full of toys through the skies on Christmas Eve. Thomas's parents were happy to pander to Thomas's fantasies. It was part of the magic of Christmas after all, and thus, when Thomas ran into their room on Christmas Eve calling, "Mommy, Daddy, Santa's here!" They thought nothing of it and told Thomas to go back to sleep and wait until morning. Thomas couldn't be convinced, however, and kept tugging and pulling on the sheets until his mother got up at last. "Listen, he's on the roof now," Thomas said with glee. Thomas's father was about to comment when, to his shock, he heard a thump sound. Something was on the roof. Instantly losing his Christmas cheer, Thomas's father awoke his wife and instructed her to watch Thomas as he went to investigate. Thomas was most unhappy, but his mother comforted him, informing him it was probably a raccoon or some other small animal, and that Daddy had to check. Thomas, however, replied, "But Mommy, I told you! It's Santa!" And Thomas's mother simply jumped as she heard the thump from above. It sounded awfully big for a raccoon. She called out to her husband, but he told her everything was fine as he went downstairs with a flashlight. The sound of the downstairs door opening signaled Thomas's father going outside, and it didn't take long for him to rush back inside. His face as pale as the snow outside. He motioned to his wife and son desperately as his eyes looked wide with horror. "It's coming down the chimney. I swear to God. Get up! We have to..." Suddenly, the sound of crashing from downstairs made Thomas's mother cry out in fear as she leaped out of bed. Thomas, finding himself lifted up as his father grabbed a nearby lamp and headed out into the hall with the others. "But Daddy, it's Santa!" Thomas gasped, not understanding why his mother and father were getting so scared. Neither his mother or father answered as they made their way down the stairs. towards the open front door. Phone went off. Hold on. And I wanna... Yay, I'm back. I'm sorry. I had a phone call. I wasn't expecting it. Like, oh my god. It was so, like, scary. Where was I? As they fled outside, Thomas glanced briefly at the open door leading to their main living room, which had an open fireplace. The view was brief, but what he saw made his eyes grow wide. A large figure dressed in red stood in the room, covered in soot and examining the Christmas tree, swaying from side to side. As if drunk, the figure began to turn as the family fled the house, and made a grunting sound. A large, bushy beard and angry eyes were the last Thomas saw before his mother slammed the front door shut behind her and ran into the night. Why are we running from Santa? Thomas wondered to himself, his parents rushing to a neighbor's home. When authorities arrived at the Weathers' home, they found themselves in a confrontation with an aggressive and drunken man who had forced himself into the home by the dead of night. They were startled by his strength, but also by how he managed to slide himself down the chimney to enter the home, risking certain death had he got stuck. Most disturbing was how the man, who had tried to bite an officer's ear off before being restrained, was dressed. It wasn't until later that they found out the man had stolen a Santa suit from a local charity worker, who had been mugged and stripped off his clothing before being left in an alley. It would seem the Weathers were picked at random, and authorities all agreed it was lucky the family had made it out without injury. Although, Thomas never knew until much later in life in his childhood. His sense of wonder about Santa and his sleigh may have well saved his life. Thank you. I know it was trash because I had a call interrupt, but thank you. This is Luna, and I love you. Thank you for coming. Bye.